If you manage more than one short-term rental, you know the drill. You open Airbnb to check the calendar. Then you open Vrbo to check that calendar. Then maybe you peek at Booking.com just to be safe. You repeat this tomorrow and the day after. This constant toggling is known as context switching, and it is a massive time leak. It leads to double bookings, missed revenue, and exhaustion. A vacation rental multi-calendar solves this by consolidating every property and every channel into a single screen. One glance tells you what is booked, what is open, and exactly where you are leaving money on the table. Guesty Lite puts this bird's-eye view in the hands of hosts with 1 to 3 properties. It gives you the same operational advantage that professional management firms rely on. The difference isn't just convenience, it's speed. And in short-term rental productivity, speed adds up. Let's look at the actual productivity gap between the old way and the Guesty way. When you manage availability manually, you log into 3 or more apps separately. With a multi-calendar, you check all properties in one glance. When you need to block dates manually, you have to repeat that block on every single OTA. With Guesty Lite, you block the date once, and it syncs everywhere instantly. When you spot gaps manually, you have to do mental math across different interfaces to find open nights. On a multi-calendar, the white space is visually obvious. And finally, tracking status. Working manually, you're checking your inbox for payment updates. With Guesty, you see color codes that tell you instantly if a guest has paid or not. This isn't hypothetical. This is the difference between running your business and your business running you. You might be thinking, I can just use Google Calendar. Here is the problem. A Google Calendar can show you dates. A proper vacation rental multi-calendar commands them. The distinction matters. When you drag a block in Google Calendar, absolutely nothing happens on Airbnb. But when you drag a block in a property management dashboard connected via API, that date locks across every channel in real time. It is the same action, but with wildly different outcomes. A real multi-calendar doesn't just display your schedule. It acts as a single source of truth that pushes updates everywhere the moment you make them. You aren't copying information between systems. You are controlling your inventory. Let's break down exactly how this tool changes your daily workflow. First, you eliminate context switching. Every time you toggle from Airbnb's interface to Vrbo's, your brain pays a tax. The layouts are different, the navigation is different. A multi-calendar eliminates the toggle. All your properties and all your channels live on one familiar grid. Your eyes learn where to look and your decisions get faster. Second, you get visual gap analysis. An empty Tuesday and Wednesday across 3 properties is invisible when you are checking calendars one at a time. On a multi-calendar, it is a stripe of white space you can't miss. That visibility creates opportunity. When you see a 2-night gap, you can drop the price for those dates, push a flash sale to your direct booking list, or reach out to a recent guest who mentioned flexibility. Gaps you can see are gaps you can fill. Third, you get a one-click command center. You can click a date to create a manual reservation for a friend. You can click another date to add a maintenance block so the HVAC technician can access the unit. You can click a third date to adjust the nightly rate because a local event just got announced. You aren't hunting through submenus. The calendar is the control panel. Fourth, you get color-coded operational status. The Guesty Multi-Calendar uses colors to show reservation status at a glance. You see what's confirmed, what's awaiting payment, who checked in, and who checked out. You aren't digging through guest messages to figure out who still owes a balance before check-in tomorrow. The information lives where you are already looking. Here's what often surprises hosts new to Guesty Lite. The multi-unit calendar view isn't reserved for operators with 50 properties. You get it with just 2 listings. This matters because seeing your properties side by side rewires how you think about the business. You stop managing units individually and start managing a portfolio. You notice patterns. You might see that one property books farther out, while another fills last-minute gaps. You can then price them accordingly. As your portfolio grows, Guesty Pro adds filters by city, owner, or tag, but the core workflow stays identical. The muscle memory you build now scales with you later. To get the most out of the system, follow these 3 rules. Rule number 1, set up custom views. If you manage a mix of studios and houses, filter by property type. This makes sure you're comparing like to like when analyzing your performance. Rule number 2, use manual blocks for maintenance. A blocked date on the calendar is a blocked date everywhere. Schedule your deep cleans, your quarterly inspections, and your AC tune-ups right on the grid. Just remember to unblock when the work is done. Rule number 3, monitor lead time. Watch how far in advance your calendar fills. If you're booking 90 days out in high season but only 14 days out in shoulder months, that's a pricing signal. The multi-calendar makes that pattern visible without you needing a spreadsheet. If you're still on the fence, let's answer the most common questions hosts have about switching. Does the multi-calendar sync in real time?
Yes, when you use Guesty Lite, the API connection means a booking on Airbnb instantly updates your calendar and blocks that date on Vrbo, Booking.com, and every other connected channel. There's no lag. Can you change nightly rates directly from the calendar? Yes, if you see a gap, you click the dates and adjust the price directly from the grid. You don't need to navigate to a separate pricing page. Is it hard to set up? No. Once you connect your listings to Guesty Lite, the multi-calendar populates automatically. Most hosts are up and running in under an hour. So it's time to stop managing your business in fragments. Get the view that lets you take control. Check the link in the description to start using the Guesty Lite multi-calendar today.